Okay. Good morning, students. Today in MBA fourth semester, we are going to deal the topic in marketing specialization, that is sales quota. Okay. This is a very important topic in which we are going to study about the quotas. That what does the sales quota means? Means the responsibilities. Quota means what? The responsibility in terms of volume which should be given to the sales personnel on the basis of which they are going to sell that particular product on a specified time. That is known as what? Sales quota. A sales quota is a quantitative goal assigned to a sales unit relating to a particular time period. It is a device to control sales operation. Sales quotas are typically time sensitive, set by the reached monthly, quarterly, or yearly, and can be measured in monetary amounts or units sold, or even as specified as number of new customers, or through activities like product demonstrations. Okay, so in this, according to Philip Kotler, a sales quota is the sales goals set for a product line, company division, or sales representative. It is primarily a managerial device for defining and stimulating sales efforts. Okay, so this is what a particular definition of sales quota. Now, let us know that what are those factors which should be considered by the sales manager while quota setting. How the sales quota setting would be done. What are those factors which we are going to consider when we are going to set the sales quota. Okay, or quota setting activities or functions of sales manager. Okay, so in this we are going to deal with what are those, how we are going to set the, what are those activities, what are those factors or functions which is being done by a sales manager on the basis of which they are going to set the sales quota. Number one, quotas should match sales activities. Number two, quotas should reinforce positive behaviors along the way. Number third, quotas should be built together, not handed down. Number four, yesterday's quota should be left with yesterday's sales work. And fifth one is what? Yesterday's quota shouldn't determine today's quota. So these are what? These are the 5 different factors or functions which should be done by the managers while dealing the sales quota part. Okay, now let us consider the characteristics of sales quota. That what are those characteristics of sales quota? Number one, it is the sales goals set for a product as well as a salesman. Okay, number two, there is a time dimension of a sales quota. Exactly. Number three, sales quota are assigned to salesman, middleman, or a branch. Number four, it requires a desired level of performance. Definitely, a sales quota requires what? A desired level of performance. Number five, it is a managerial tool of direction and control of sales activities. Okay, and sixth one is what? Sales quotas are determined on the basis of sales forecasting, sales potential, estimates of costs, and after and other market studies. Okay, these are what? These are the 6 different points which refers to the characteristics of sales quota. Now, let us study about the purpose or objective in setting sales quota. What is the purpose behind which a sales manager set the sales quota, or what is the objective for setting the sales quota? Number one is what? For determining the goals of salesman, sales territory, sales department, or branch office. Okay, number two is what? For evaluating the market territories in respect of prospects of sales and marketing situations. Okay, number third is what? For balanced growth of market territories, the territories where the sales are comparatively lower, efforts can be made for increasing the sales. Okay, number fourth is what? To motivate the salesman towards achievement of the prescribed quota within the prescribed time. Okay. Number 5th is what? To facilitate the sales manager to evaluate the salesman's productivity. In case of failure to achieve the set quota, the reasons for which can be analyzed. Okay. Number 6 is what? To control the activities of salesmen and to encourage them to achieve the prescribed quota within the prescribed time limit. Okay. 7th one is what? For controlling of sales expenses by fixing a limit and every sales quota allotted. Okay. Number 8 is what? Sales quotas serve as the basis for preparing the budget for advertising and sales promotion. Exactly. Sales quota are being set also to make the budgets, because whatever the expenses which should be incurred on the sales management part, that should be dealt, that should be recovered while setting the sales quota, on which the sales representatives or the salesman would be given a particular amount of volume or particular amount of quantity. On the basis of volumes or prices, they have to sell and bring the revenue for the company, and so it will help for setting the budgets. Okay. 9th one is what? It determines uniformity in workloads between each salesman and sales territories. Okay. And 10th one is what? To establish coordination with other departments such as production, purchase, warehousing, finance, and etc. etc. Okay. So these are what? These are the purpose and objectives in setting sales quota. Okay. Now here we have to study a very important term or thing which each and every manager should know, that what is the importance for quota setting, why we are going to set the quota, what is the significance, what is the advantage, what is the importance for setting the sales quota. Number 1 is what? For accurate, fair and attainable quotas. Exactly. The very first thing is what? To attain the accurate, fair and attainable quotas, we are going to set the sales quota. Number 2 is what? For securing and maintaining sales personnel acceptance. Definitely, this is a very important term where we are going to secure and maintain sales personnel acceptance. Number 3 is what? Participation by sales personnel in sales in quota setting, where we are going to participate by, the participation is being done by sales personnel in setting the quota. Number 4 is what? Keeping sales personnel informed. Here what we are going to do? We are going to deal that we have to keep the sales personnel informed about the things. Number 5 is what? Need for continuous managerial control. Exactly. Here we are going to deal with the needs, that we are going to fulfill the needs for a very continuous managerial control. Okay. So these are what? These are the importance and significance of setting the sales quota. Now let us talk about types. It is very much necessary that a manager should know that what are the different types of sales quota. Okay. And how many types of sales quota are there. Okay, so let us talk about the different types of sales quota. Now the first important type of sales quota is sales volume quota. It is the most traditional and commonly used method in Indian organizations, because this method provides an important standard for appraising the performance of individual salespeople, intermediaries and branch. Okay. In this, the annual quota is set for the year and then they are broken into a specific time period such as quarters, months and weeks. This is called the breakdown approach. Once the salesperson know his annual target, he can plan out his targets for different periods. Exactly. This is known as what? Sales volume quota, where we are going to set a quantity or a volume of sales which should be generated for a particular territory from the branch, from the intermediaries, for the salesperson, and accordingly we are going to assign the task of selling the activities, selling volumes. Okay, so here sales volume quota is of three kinds. There are three kinds of sales volume quota. Number A, monetary sales volume quota. Number one is what? Monetary sales volume quota, where in monetary terms, in money terms, we are going to set the sales quota. Number two, unit sales volume quota, where on the basis of how many number of units we are going to sell, we are going to deal on that part. Number third is what? Point sales volume quota. In this point sales volume quota, let us talk about a multi-product firm may fix a point volume quota, where sales of one unit will bring a certain point. It means that if we are going to sell a product, for example, if we are going to sell any of the product, okay, and one product is being assigned 10 points. On that basis, the number of products number of product units which should be sold by the salesperson or the salespeople, that should be counted in terms of what? Points. That is known as what? Whereas the other will bring a higher point for the salesperson, which is known as what? Point sales volume quota. Okay. Now, the second type of sales quota is what? Sales budget quota. Okay, these kinds of quotas are set for various units by the organizations in order to control expenses, okay, gross margins and net profits. The intention of setting this quota is to make it clear to the salespeople that they are more of a responsibility center, where the job includes not only obtaining the desired sales volume but also making good profits. Okay, this is what the second term, which is known as what? Sales budget quota. Number third is what? Sales activity quota. In this type, the quota can be fixed on the activity a salesperson has to perform rather than the final outcome. Activity quota set objectives for job related duties which help the salesperson in achieving their performance targets. In this, sales managers also undertake time and motion studies and conduct work studies for deciding on optimum combination of activities for a salesperson. Okay, and the fourth important type of quota is what? Combination quota. The most common is combination quota, where sales volume and activity quota is combined. It is used to control sales force performance on the basis of selling and non-selling activities. Sales manager use this method with continuous briefing and effective control over the sales force. Okay, now let us talk about the very last which should be known by the managers or a sales manager, that is methods of setting sales quota. How we are going to set the sales quota? What is the methodology on the basis of which the sales quota are being set? Number one, quotas based on sales forecast and potentials. Exactly, here the sales quota are being set on the basis of sales forecast. Whatever the sales which we are going to forecast, on the basis of those forecast and potentials, we are going to set the sales quota. Number two, quota based on forecast. Exactly, here we are going to deal the quota on the basis of the forecasting only. Number third, quotas based on past sales and experience. On the basis of past sales and experiences, we are going to set the quota. Whatever the past sales and experiences are there, we are going to set those particular quotas. Okay, and the fourth one is what? Quotas based on executive judgment. Exactly, if we talk about this executive judgment, then executive judgment means what? Whatever the judgment which we are going to deal on the part of all those executives, all those managers and officers who do have a lot of experience related to the market, related to the company, related to the corporate sector, related to the entire environment of the organization. They are going to judge they are going to analyze the particular demands, and on that basis the quotas are being set by the executives. That is known as what? Quota based on executive judgment. Okay, and the fifth one is what? Quotas based on judgment of salespeople. That whatever the salespeople are, we are going to set the quota on the basis of the judgment of the salespeople, because as we know that these salespeople are the only one, are the first hand people who move in the fields and meet with the customers, meet with the intermediaries, and while meeting with the customers, while meeting with the intermediaries, what they used to do, they used to get their needs, wants, demands, the analysis of the entire environment of the market, whether that should be micro environment or macro environment of the market. That particular analysis would be exactly done by the salesperson, and with the opinions and the advices and the consultations which should be taken by the salespeople judgment, we are going to set the sales quotas. Exactly. And the very sixth methodology on the basis of which the sales quota are being set, that is quotas based on compensations. Exactly. Here the term compensation, in which we are going to set the quotas on the basis of compensation, that the particular amount of rewards, in terms of incentives, in terms of benefits, in terms of money which should be given to the salesperson rather than their salary or the wages, that is known as what? Quotas based on compensation. That if most of the time it is being done by the company, that for the entire year the sales, that particular salesperson of the company who is going to sell the products for the entire organization for the entire year and would achieve the maximum quota or target, then they should be rewarded by the company a trip of somewhere, a foreign trip, or they should be rewarded by the company a prize or gift of car or a motorcycle or something like that. That is known as what? Quotas based on compensation. On the basis of the compensation also they are going to set the quota. Okay students, so today we have dealt a very important topic in marketing specialization related to sales and distribution management, that is quota setting. Okay, this quota setting is a very important topic which each and every sales manager should know about the sales quota, that what does it means, how many types of sales quotas are there, how it is being set, what is the purpose of sale and objectives of sales quota, what is the importance of sales quota. We all have dealt in this particular lecture. Okay, and with this students, we have completed the entire portion of sales and distribution management of your semester. And if you people are having any kind of grievance, then you can easily ask me. Okay, so okay, thank you to all of you and best of luck.